Okay, we don't have Albert tonight, so it's me. Right?
Yes.
Jeff, how are you, Jeff?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Glad to hear.
Okay.
Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag
of the
of
United States of America
and to the republic
for which it
for which
stands,
stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'm going to need a little assistance to get things rolling. Do we call the roll?
Sure. Al's absent, right?
Yes.
So we have Ray Snyder,
Yes, present.
Jeff Fogel,
Present.
Tony Stango,
Present.
Brian Long,
Present.
and Tim Heath.
I see him. He's there, but his mic is muted.
Okay.
Having trouble?
And I'm here.
Okay. I don't have the agenda in front of me. I didn't.
Jay-
Now, can you put it up on the screen here for me, or?
Jason's going to
Give
put
me
it up.
1 second, I'll pull it up for you. Just be 1 second.
Okay, thank you.
Did I unmute?
Yes, he did.
Yes. Mr. Heath, how are you?
I'm well. Raymond, how are you?
I am well.
Just wish we could see each other. I can see you.
Must be the thrill of your day.
It's up there.
Thank you, very kind. Okay. We call the roll. We're on to open floor topics. Has everyone had the opportunity to review this letter from a Miss Schwegler?
Can you read it?
I did.
No, can you read it out loud for the?
Should we read it out loud?
Yes, it should be.
We can bring it up, sure. Something happened. I'm getting an advertisement.
No, that's it. That's the email.
Wait a minute. Did I click out? No, I'm still in, right?
I can read it if you have trouble with it, right?
I'm back. Something happened here. Let me try and rejoin here.
It's on the, oh, you're out.
Somehow I got knocked out. My apologies. Okay. All right.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay, letter from a parent on behalf of apparently a group of parents, 21 total. Okay. Hello there. My name is Nicole Schwegler. I live in the Pennsbury School District. On behalf of 21 BCMCS parents, I would like to submit the following letter. BCMCS Board of Trustees, dear members of the board, thank you for taking the time to consider our concerns. Out of respect for your time, we will try to be concise. During this shutdown, we got the opportunity to witness firsthand the quality of the special classes, gym, music, art, language, and computers. With the noted exception of art, we have found that the special classes are generally not at the standards that we have come to expect from BCMCS. Specifically, they seem to lack either educational substance, enthusiasm, cohesive lesson plans, respect for the whole child, or some combination of these traits. We're not professional school administrators, and we would not presume to tell you how to run this school. We also fully recognize that you undoubtedly face constraints which we are not aware. We know that you share our goal of fostering a lifelong love of learning in these children, and BCMCS generally excels at this. We simply ask that you recognize these special classes with the goal of improving their content and quality. Okay. All right, can we switch back to the agenda? All right, thank you for your letter. I'm sure that your concerns duly noted. and certainly they'll be addressed. I mean, I would have some questions about was it during the pandemic that they had the opportunity to, is that being gauged against what they normally expect during a in school learning, Brian?
Right, yeah, you're correct in that assessment. The specials last year were held in their entirety virtually, and so our Wednesdays, were specials classes, and they were virtual days for the students. We had all the teachers, virtual, for that first month. But it was the specials teachers that carried it on. Now, obviously, this group of parents, these parents, constitute a substantial number of students, probably 20 or so. So it's something that we'll definitely look at, take into consideration. I think I'll have a better pulse. We'll all have a better pulse of what's taking place in these classes once we're back in person. I do have to point out, though, that this, all the teachers did a phenomenal job. I mean, this was something that was not in any teacher's manual, and especially for the specials teachers, they never saw a teacher's manual because they're not certified educators. So what they were able to do, I found astounding. I mean, it's obviously, we'll take a look at what some of the specifics are. Again, we'll have a better pulse of what's going on next year, but it definitely probably had to do with the fact that they did run the whole year, sort of in that world of being seen. Yeah. And I think if you had a camera in all of our classrooms, you'd have similar, possible comments. And I guarantee you, if there were cameras in homes, especially mine, there would be some things heard and said and whatnot that may stoke just some opinions, and that's something that we definitely, though, will look at. This is a group of devoted parents. I know the names on there, and they know that we do care about the kids first and foremost, and that's what we'll make sure we do look into this, these comments.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's great. If you need any, give us a report back. Yeah. Need any assistance with that? I mean, typically, I would expect parents to follow the protocol and speak directly to the teachers and ask some questions, and bump that up to the principal. Mm-hmm. But hey, something to consider. Let's move on to business at hand. Motion A, the approval of the minutes, board meeting May 26. Duplicated minutes of the business meetings of the BCMCS Board of Trustees on May 27, 2020.
I'll motion.
And we need a second. Thank you, Deb. All those in favor, or any discussion there?
I'm good.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And item B, ratification of the bill list. Motion to approve the bill list with release.
I'll motion.
The discretion of the manager. We have a motion. Deb, thank you.
I'll second.
And a second. Any discussion?
Not this time.
Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 And now to the old business, the adoption of the 2020 or 2021-2022 operating budget. At the April BOT meeting, a draft budget was presented and accepted by the board. If the board is in agreement, the following motion is ordered to adopt the 2021-2022 operating budget, a copy of which will be attached to the minutes of this meeting, with filing of the same to be made to the state by the business manager.
Motion to accept the operating budget.
And we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second. Yes, I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's unanimous. And on to new business, the renewal of the Personnel Policies Procedures Manual for 2021-22. The motion is to renew the Personnel Policies Procedures Manual for 2021-2022 with no changes. We have a motion.
A motion.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
This has got to be the first. This discussion is that, don't we usually have some policy changes? It's just because
Yeah, typically this year, everything fell in place with the benefits and so forth. So there really needs, no changes are needed.
wow.
I was
The first
surprised
time I
myself.
remember, but thank you.
The first
Yeah,
time
thank
I
you.
could remember.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you. I'm good. Thanks, Ray.
You're welcome. Any more discussion?
No.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
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 And down to E, under new business, return to normal for the upcoming 2021-22 school year. Considering updated CDC guidelines and the vaccination nearly all personnel, the administration is recommending immediate elimination of the face mask, social distancing requirements, as well as the hybrid model offered in 2020 and 2021, the return to normal practice procedures for 2021-2022, unless the PDE orders otherwise. And the motion is to immediately eliminate the face mask and social distancing requirements and the hybrid model of 2020-2021, return to normal operations for 2021-2022 school year, unless the PDE orders otherwise.
A motion.
And do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And item F, establish the 2021-22 regular meeting schedule for the BOT. Regular business meetings of the BOT presently take place the last Wednesday of each month. The chair recommends the following schedule for the upcoming school year. Those dates are there. Therefore, the board is in agreement, following motion is order, to hold the business meetings of the Board of Trustees, BCMCS 2021-2022 school year on the above dates. We have a motion.
A motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
The 11/24 is the day before Thanksgiving.
Well, there's 11 meetings there. We're required to do 10. So if we want, I put it in there, but if we want, we could always change it or cancel.
Okay.
I'm assuming that these meetings will be taking place back in person.
I would think so.
Okay. Any more discussion?
No.
Nope.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And that passes. Moving on to G, renewal of the BLT terms. Terms of BLT member Ray Snyder expires at the conclusion of this meeting. Really? Therefore, the board agrees, following motion is ordered. Motion to renew the term of Ray Snyder for the term of 7/1/21 to 6/30/2024. I'll be old. Do we have a motion?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Deb.
Nothing. My daughter walked in on me. She was like, "Are you in a meeting?" So, did Jeff make the motion?
Yes.
I did. Yeah,
I'll-
Jeff made it. You second.
You second the motion. And we're asking for discussion. Is there any discussion? And you said, yeah.
No.
You're
Rebecca-
responding to, is there
Rebecca
anything to eat?
And I
Did
said,
you make dinner or something?
"We're good."
I got you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's 2 votes. Do I need to vote?
You could
I have to
abstain
vote.
if you could abstain.
I'll abstain. Okay, that motion carries then?
It does.
I'm gonna be old guy. All right. And item F, or H, I'm sorry, election of officers. Election of board officers are concluded at the annual meeting of the board. Tonight's meeting serves as the annual meeting of the board. Therefore, if the board is in agreement, the following motion is order. Motion to appoint blank as president, motion to appoint vice president, motion to appoint secretary, motion to appoint treasurer.
I'm a- Point everyone in the same spots they're in currently.
Okay, so that's first,
Motion to appoint Al.
Albert, Ray, Deborah, and Deborah.
Yes.
There's the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Same discussion we have the last few years is we really need to begin to recruit a slate of a succession plan for our board. I know we put a push on this 2 or 3 years ago, but I think we really need to put a concerted effort into recruiting a new board over the next year or so. That's my only point I want to bring up. Again, to try to start to recruit for the board.
Yeah, there's an ongoing, I know that there's an ongoing invitation on the school website, but we never really seem to get much of a response to that. And
No,
maybe
true.
this year we just have to pick it up and send out some letters and try to bring some people aboard. I think it's difficult. I think a lot of people are reluctant to make the kind of commitment, and I think maybe that if we can reassure them that the type of scrutiny that you see at maybe in some school districts and some school systems is while accurate, I mean, some people just don't want to stand up for that kind of anything that can be considered difficult. And some of the school board meetings that I attend or have watched online, I can understand people being reluctant, so
No doubt. I agree.
step up the effort.
Yeah, I think we're going to step it up. I mean, I think we always have struggled, not always, we struggled even when we're online to have attendees. I don't know what our total attendees are, but I think we probably need to see so that's just a point. I think
Yeah, when things are going really well, lack of interest. So we'll come up with some kind of a plan to reach out. I know in the past I think we've sent letters out to the community. Maybe we take a look at some incoming, maybe concentrate there. I've considered that in the past.
Incoming students, freshman students,
Yeah.
Kindergartners. I think that's probably we need to focus some time there because I mean, like
Always a good idea.
Yeah, Al started this when your kids were young. I started when my kids were in kindergarten. We need to. I think it'd be great to have some fresh blood as well as some representation of the school on the board.
Yeah.
Because I think all of our kids are through, right? Most of our kids are out of high school too.
How about out of college?
Out of college also. I've got one of those.
How about with kids in their own?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, actually, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't resign in the future. But maybe the only thing I have to do. Maybe this will get my attention. The kids are out of school.
You never know.
Right. All right.
All right,
That's-
so
that's
that
all I
motion
had.
motion H, we need to vote on that, I think.
Uh,
Did we record the vote? That was just discussion, right? So we record the vote?
Yep.
All those in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. Deb? Aye, good. Okay. Let's conclude the meeting. There's no further business. Motion is ordered to adjourn,
I'll motion to adjourn.
and I'll second that.
Uh,
Oh, I can't second it. Jeff,
I'll second it. I got it. I second it.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, wonderful. Enjoy your summer.
All right, everyone. Have a great evening.
You also.
Good night, everyone.
Guys.
Good
Feel
night.
better, Tony.
Thank you.
All righty. We'll see you.